Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the sonnets, and today we have sonnet number 72, which is kind of related to sonnet 71. In sonnet 71, remember, he was saying, don't mourn for me when I die, just forget about me instantly because I don't want to cause you pain once I'm gone. Sonnet 72 takes it a little bit farther and says, "Oh, lest the world should task you to recite what merit lived in me that you should love after my death, dear love, forget me quite, for you in me can nothing worthy prove. Unless you would devise some virtuous lie to do more for me than mine own desert, and hang more praise upon deceased I than sparing truth would willingly impart. Oh, lest your true love may seem false in this, that you for love speak well of me untrue, my name be buried where my body is, and live no more to shame nor me nor you. For I am shamed by that which I bring forth, and so should you, to love things nothing worth." So this is a sonnet with the theme of self-deprecation. that goes through the whole thing. And what he says at the start of the thing is, just in case anybody ever asks you what it is that you loved about me, just forget about me. Forget about me, because you shouldn't have to answer that question, because there's nothing lovable about me. And he's like, well, unless you want to lie about it, you could make something up and make me seem more worthy than I actually am. But if you make up things about our love now, then that cheapens our love now. So just forget about that and forget about me once I'm gone, so that my name and being associated with me doesn't bring any shame to you. And he's like, the things that I do, I'm not necessarily proud of, and you shouldn't be proud of these things either. Like, you specifically shouldn't be proud of loving somebody who isn't worth loving. So it's very much a poem dripping with self-deprecation. And I am going to say, though, if you go online and you look up Sonnet 72 to see the actual words in it, there is one word that I swapped out, and there's been some conversation on this topic that there are certain words that sound like other words, and the fact that it even just sounds like that, even though it means something else, can be jarring for certain people listening to Shakespeare. And also, it's a word that's similar to a word that I don't like to say. So I swapped it out and I made it sparing, then sparing truth, as opposed to how it's actually written. But if you want to go and take a look at how it's actually written, if that word doesn't make you uncomfortable, then you're welcome to say it, because the meaning of that word, especially in this sort of context, is along the lines of sparing or scant or things like that. But I use sparing because it has the right meter to it. So anyway, that's my own little weirdness, and I hope it wasn't super obvious that I switched out a word. But anyway, that's Sonnet 72. Come on back for Sonnet 73. We'll see if the speaker ever gets any sort of self-confidence or sense of self-worth, or if he's just gonna hate on himself for the rest of the sonnets. I don't know. Are we taking bets on that one? Leave a comment. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.